Welcome back to Decembeer. I know you're wondering, does this shit go to 11?
It fucking does, mate! Yeah! It's episode 11, as you said, and you know what rhymes with 11?
7?
Well, yeah, that's true. Isn't that beer announcer's part-time job?
Yeah, he really cooks those taquitos.
I know that on the internet I found out 7-Eleven was a part-time job. And the dank memes can't melt steel beams.
Hello, sir. Oh, sorry, sir. You're not allowed to bring that in here. Yeah, no alcohol on the premise. Oh, is that a Phillips Snow case? Today's the Rural Brewer from the Phillips Brewing Company. Just the 2 taquitos for you today, sir?
Well, I didn't think that he was actually working at 7-Eleven when he was recording his lines for this video, Ed. This guy, he has no commitment to the show.
Or a lot of commitment. That's multitasking at its best.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I mean, it did sound like he was cooking taquitos, serving a customer, and recording his lines all at the same time. Well, Ed, this really looks like some bodacious brown brew right here in front of us. It's alliteration for all you kids keeping score at home. Are you excited to put it inside your body?
Sure.
You don't sound that excited, Ed.
I want it inside me, Jeff. Why is it not inside me?
I'll put it inside you.
Oh, it smells like a brown ale.
I'm excited for this one. It smells so good.
Yeah.
It smells classic.
Let's not delay this.
That's what she said. It's good, but I don't know if it's great. I really wanted it to be great.
That's also what she said. As a brown ale, I think it's pretty fantastic. It sits right between sort of an amber and a porter type area, which is a good in-between for people that don't like their beer too dark.
I'm going to agree with you, Ed. I do like it. It's a lot more subtle than a lot of Phillips beer. And Phillips, 100%. Tons of points for that. But at the same time, and this, I know it's going to sound stupid, I feel like they could amp the flavors up a little bit. I feel like it's a little too muted for my palate, and I'm having trouble picking up some of those subtler notes in the flavor profile, and it's making it difficult for me to really enjoy the beer. However, that being said, it's still pretty tasty and extremely drinkable. And so the fact that I could have pint after pint of this and kind of explore that flavor palette is something that I'm really interested in.
What would you give this beer?
When I say kick up the flavors, I mean, a notch, maybe a notch and a half. And as I said, I do like the beer. And the drinkability makes me think that this is at least a 3 in my books. All right, I'll do it. You got me, YouTube. I'll give it 3.25 for you.
I'll agree with you. I'll give it a 3.25 as well.
Today's Craft Crossing beer is the Toques of Hazzard from Parallel 49. Oh, hey! Excuse me, sir, you'll have to pay for that. Hey, fuck you!
Yeah, so that definitely sounded like beer announcer just got shot.
Yeah, he may have just been playing that YouTube video or the fox chick stomping grapes that falls off.
I don't know if he was watching the video, Ed. That really sounded like a convenience store robbery to me. Should we maybe go over there or at least call the police or something?
He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure. It smells hoppy and kind of fruity.
This is gonna be hoppy.
Yeah, are you ready to drink it?
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Yeah, that is hoppy.
Yeah, and it sticks with you too, doesn't it? It's like you picked up a homeless guy and he just won't leave you alone. And he's just in your mouth all the time. If you like a hoppy beer, this might be right up your alley, but I'm not a hoppy beer guy, and I'm certainly not an aftertaste that lasts 6 hours type of guy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I could have this beer for dinner, go home, fuck my wife, feed my dog, mow my lawn, shovel the walkway. Yeah, it's summer and winter. And then, only then, would I finally have a little bit of the aftertaste leaving my mouth as I gently fall asleep in my bed.
That is a very incredulous scenario that you paint there. But I see what you're saying.
I'm saying the aftertaste lasts a little bit long, okay, guys? Like, it might only be 5 seconds, but in my mind, it's like 5 years.
I have to say, I had the Central City Parallel 49 calendar last year, and this was my least favorite beer of the bunch.
Well, Ed, if I were to give this beer a rating, I would probably give it a 2. But that would be being generous, because this beer sucks dick, and it gets a 1. Period.
Yeah, for me, I will give this a solid 2. actually isn't a terrible beer. It's just not my personal taste.
That's kind of how I feel as well, but because I don't like it and it doesn't fit my personal taste profile, that's why I'm like, no, this beer sucks, and if you drink it, you suck, and if your mom drinks it, she sucks too. So last time we checked in with Beer Announcer, he did definitely get shot. But he's okay, right, Ed?
Yeah, he was shot. It really just seems like that bastard is trying to get out of work.
Yeah, no, he's so fucking lazy.
Today's craft advent beer is Ursa Major Brown Ale from the Grizzly Paw Brewing Company.
Well, I think I heard some sirens at the end there. You know, like just coming in the distance. So I'm sure someone called the police or an ambulance or something.
Yeah, someone got him help. I'm sure he's fine.
He'll be okay. He'll be okay. Let's move on to the beer. Only way to tell what it tastes like is by tasting it. This does pretty much the same things that the previous brown ale would have, which of course, you know, they're the same beer type, so you would expect them to, but almost in the same way. Like, I'm not getting a lot more flavor out of this one. The notes are very similar. The aftertaste is maybe a little bit less strong. I don't know. How do you feel?
I'm going to hate myself for saying this because I love Grizzly Paw Brewery. But I feel like the Phillips had a better finish to it, that it had more character, and that it was a little more drinkable.
How would you rate this beer, Ed?
This is a good brown ale, but I don't think it's as good as the Phillips was, so I'm going to give it a 2.75.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. It's good, but the Phillips is constructed a little bit better. And even though I did have some negative things to say about the Phillips, like turn up the flavor a little bit, overall, it was a much better beer than this one. So I'm going to price this right, Ed. I'm going to go for the 2.5. Real neutral. It's not a bad beer. It's just not doing anything for me.
So Jeff, it sounds like we're going to agree on a beer of the episode today.
Well, it sounds like it's going to have to be the countdown thing. I love the countdown thing, Ed. It's my favorite. 3, 2, 1. Rural Brewer! You know, Ed, I've been working on my wizard skills.
Oh yeah?
After you showed them off in the previous episode. Watch this.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Beer of the episode is Rural Brewer. We're big fans of it. I was supposed to make it appear there, but obviously my wizard skills need a little bit of work. I'll go back to my tutor, Harry. I thought he was pretty good, but I guess not.
I feel like we turned it up to 11 and the beers didn't. But next episode, we're halfway through the series.
I know, I can't believe it. 12 episodes will be next episode. Well, there's only one way to end an episode like this. And I think you know what that is.
I think I do.
Let's rock.